instructions show there. These two pieces put together. This right here. Actual front of the valve. Then you've got this one, which is the piece that comes out there. And this one is going to go on the bottom here, on the bottom of the valve. Right, so in the instructions it shows that this valve, this part is on the top. So we're gonna hook this part to the valve, which is gonna be right here. You want to clean any debris up off of that piece also, just to make sure the seal is good, because you don't want it leaks. Maybe a wire brush, handy usually. This bolts onto this arm with this little bracket. I'm going to leave it semi-loose for now because we need to adjust it with the other arm that hooks onto the automatic shut-off arm, which is this little guy right here, this little bracket on it. I hook to this arm right here on the outside of this door. Fit right through this little fitting right here, this little opening right here. The arm's gonna sit up like this. When you're done, it's gonna sit like that. So there's the bar. Now you come inside, and this little connector is gonna hook to this right here. So that's one problem I see already. This thing. Probably gonna have to notch this door out, this cover. So we use a little bit of this pipe down. We're just gonna put it around the threads. So I attach it to the machine. Now I'm gonna screw it on with the big old monkey wrench. Like and subscribe. Alright, so what they have here is showing that when it is running, this distance has to be the same as this distance. So I'm connecting this at a slight angle, as you can see, just at a very slight angle. So this never is going to impact this. So I basically measured out a 3-inch by 12-inch notch that I'm going to cut out with my grinder. It'll be different probably for everybody, but for my application, 3 by 12 work. So we just cut that out so that this can come out, basically. These can basically be put anywhere, because this is good. This is what's gonna take care of your lash. Got that good and solid. We're gonna measure this right here. We're gonna make that equal to this space here. All right, set mine up. which seems to be good. I left a little bit of space there for play, but basically this is where I hooked it up. So once this is connected, this is the space that we got. This first nut at about 7/8 of an inch from this. Put this on a slight angle so that this won't bind, because it has to be in relative relation to this. So this is on a slight angle. It's hard to see that way. All right. Now we're gonna start hooking up the pressure tubes. Showing this top one is going to go into the bottom one with the little shut-off valve, and then this center one is going to go to the diaphragm, which is the one on the middle of the valve, middle of the shut-off valve. And then they say this one doesn't go anywhere. Put this on first. Put that around it. So it basically just slides in just like that. This one up here, same deal. Basically what it does is when it's pulling this in, this bar right here, it's this, which is basically a shut-off, which pushes this little bar in right here, see? Pushes this in. He pushes it in right here and turns off the gearbox, which stops this thing from rolling, from moving. Now what this does is this connects to this bar right here. So when it turns this off, it pushes this handle down, which then diverts the water through these tubes into this diaphragm. And this diaphragm, there's like a rubber diaphragm inside that once it swells with water, it shuts off the main flow from down here. So we'll see how it works. Even right there's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe it's gonna fucking explode. I'm just kidding. That will turn it off, but then the pressure here is going to blow this out. There needs to be something to turn the pump off, basically. Yeah. When that turns off, the pump has to be. Yeah. Try this again without blowing a hose. Alright. That's probably good. Alright, so we're gonna try this again without blowing the freaking hose off the other end. So far it worked. Actually, it worked. First time, worked perfectly. So we blew this other hose, the inlet hose, blew right off of the pump over here. So that thing blew off right down here and blew this piece apart. completely destroyed it and blew this hose off. All right, so it works. The problem is that now if this shuts off the pressure to the gun, the pump is still running, the pump's gonna blow these lines. So they need a way to turn off the pump when the automatic shutoff valve shuts off the water. So yeah, it works, but so now that it shuts off the water at the water rail, but then all the back pressure blows their other line that comes from the pump. So now they need something to shut the pump off.
Oh!